Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today I have the update for a Pan Has No Name project pan, which is a project that I created to try and give myself some more time or space to work on eyeshadows that don't have names. I last year did the A to Z project pan with eyeshadows that I never even completed or finished or anything. And I wanted to create a project where I would focus in on eyeshadows that don't have a name. So that is what this project is. Now, it has been all over the place. Last time we kind of changed it up. I'm now randomly rolling palettes and then hand-picking shades. Again, I'm just figuring out what works for me and what doesn't. And I found out this last month that maybe the main goal should not be to hit pan, which is not something I explicitly said when starting this project, but I sort of always thought that that was going to be the goal. But I've realized now I'm just doing a lot of eyeshadow projects, and either way, one or two other projects with eyeshadows is gonna fall to the background if I try to hit pan on, you know, all eyeshadows that are in all projects. So we are again sort of switching it up. I've decided that I'm doing 5 to 6 to 7 eyeshadows, just depending on what palettes I roll. I can hand pick my eyeshadows, and to stay in the theme that I first picked, which was kind of like Game of Thrones inspired, I'm gonna set a goal of 7 uses on each of the shadows, and then give myself the opportunity to either roll it out or keep it in, see if I can hit pan if that's something that I feel like doing. But 7 uses, I could roll a shadow out. So in this project, you're probably not going to see a whole lot of pan. It is just going to be like a rotation of different eyeshadows that I work on, so that I get a little bit of use, and maybe I could then you know, roll into another project like pan those eyeshadows, or hashtag beauty chest, or why am I even doing all. I think that's how we're gonna go forward. But before we go forward, let's check out the shadows that were rolled in last time. Last time I had all new eyeshadows because, again, I was not really sure what to do, and I was like, we're gonna refresh and roll all new eyeshadows. So we're gonna check out what the shadows were that I was working on. I don't really know what the order was that I rolled them in, but I'm just gonna pick up what's here in front of me. I rolled in the Flormar color eyeshadow palette in the shade Summer Breeze, and I was debating on, oh my god, these are hard to open. There we go. I was debating on working on the peach or the yellow, and I said in that update I'm just gonna see what I gravitate towards. Turns out I gravitate towards both because I have been using both of them. I have used the peach eyeshadow 5 times and the yellow eyeshadow 6 times. So it's funny that I essentially rolled this in for 1 shade, and I'm now working on 2 out of them. And since I have not hit my goal of 7 uses, I'm just gonna keep this in. It's a fun summer palette. They're cute shades. I enjoy the formula, so I'm okay with keeping this in for another month. I don't think in that month I'm gonna hit pan, but you don't know, you'll never know. We shall see. Then next I rolled in my Kimchi Chic orange palette, and I picked the shade that has no name, that is right here. See if it wants to focus. This is like an orange with a pink reflex to it. You can sort of see the dip that is starting to form. Again, I have no idea how deep these pans are, so I don't think I'm close to pan, but I have used this shadow 7 times. It was a nice shadow. I really enjoyed it. honestly, with all of these shadows that I have in right now, I was able to do a very nice summery look. So I really enjoyed it, but we're gonna roll this one out. Then next I have here the Revolution Soft Radiance palette, and I rolled in the gold eyeshadow. And again, you can sort of see a dip starting to form. And this is just a standard gold eyeshadow, and I've actually used that 10 times in the last month, so pretty good usage. Again, I don't think I'm anywhere near pan, because most of the time Makeup Revolution pans are quite deep, so I am gonna roll this out. Then I have here my Shrek Revolution palette, and I rolled in the pink shade, which is the number 11. It is right here. You can ever so slightly see where I dip my brush, but I use this with a fluffy brush, so yeah, there's no way you're gonna see a dip. And I've used this 7 times, so I'm also rolling this palette out. And then last but not least, I rolled in the Depotted Glam Shop Remix palette. These did have names, but because I depotted it, I did not save the names. I did not put the names on the back. I was like, it's fine. I'm just gonna put them in this palette. So these eyeshadows are eligible for a project has no name. A pan has no name, sorry. And I rolled in this gold. It is right here. And as you can see, I was able to hit pan in this. So these shimmers are very, very soft, so you do lose quite a bit of product. I don't know if you can see here at the top, there's some loose powder. So I was trying to be very careful when dipping my brush in, but you will lose some powder. They're just very powdery, and so they're easier to hit pan on. I used this one 8 times, and then I hit pan. Still a pan from this project. I don't know how often we're going to see that in the future of this project, but let's just enjoy it now. So that is 2 eyeshadows staying in and 4 eyeshadows rolling out. So I'm gonna roll 4 new palettes. So everything that I'm comfortable working on as of right now without names is in here. I'm gonna roll and just pick my shadows. Like I said, it's kind of a mess, but I just don't really know how to set this up. The first palette is the Revolution Shrek palette. Obviously, I'm gonna pick, I think, 1 eyeshadow out of that one because that's a big one. Then we have the Revolution Soft Radiance. I just blocked one. I don't want to block that one. Wait, let's just block from our Summer Breeze. I rolled the Essence single, and I don't want to work on Citrus Queen because that's all oranges, and we've been doing oranges last month. So Glam Shop Remix. Okay, yes. So we have 1 eyeshadow from the Shrek palette, 1 from the Glam Shop Remix. Let's see if I can do 1 more. And if not, I'm gonna do just less. Rojo Raggy. Okay. Yeah, I think we can do that. I'll be right back. I have picked my shadows. So, staying in are the yellow and peach from this palette. Honestly, they're kind of the odd ones out, especially the peach. But I think I can make it work, and if not, I have like 1 use on the peach and 2 uses on the yellow left, or the other way around, I'm not really sure. So I think I'll be fine. From the Glam Shop Remix palette, and I noticed there was a theme already. This is fun because I randomized the palettes, but I can pick my eyeshadows. I can kind of make my own color story. Last time was a very orange themed color story, and now we've gone for greens. So I'm rolling in this shimmery green from the Glam Shop Remix palette. You can see there's already a dip there. So there might be a chance that I'm hitting pan in this. This one is a little less flaky as the one that was in before, but I think we have a fair chance of hitting pan in this one. So we're rolling that one in. Then from the Revolution Soft Radiance palette, I'm rolling in this shade right here, which is also a green, but this one is more, I swatched it out, I'll show you in a second, more of a gold green than actually a true green. But that, it's gonna work. I'm sure I can make it work. Then from the Shrek X Revolution palette, this has a lot of shadows. And you guessed it, there is a green in here, and I'm actually rolling in the matte green. Never been used before. Are we gonna see a lot of use on this? I do not think so. But again, we never know. So that is rolling in. And then from the last palette, the Scooby-Doo Raggy palette from Glamlight, I am rolling in the lightest green shimmer, which is right here. I have used that, not a lot. You can barely see that I've used it. So that one is exciting as well. Here we have the current color story. This is the shimmer from the Glam Shop Remix palette. This one is from the Makeup Revolution Soft Radiance palette. You can see in the palette looked green on my hand. Swatched to the two greens, it looks more gold, but it's fine, we'll make it work. The next to that, you can barely see it, is the matte green from the Shrek palette. Then we have the shimmer from the Glamlight Scooby-Doo palette. And then these two are the one from the Flormar Summer Breeze palette that are staying in for respectively 2 and 1 use. The new color story. I am very excited. This is a stunning shade. I really love the shimmers. They look so good. And again, it's a good color story. I think I can easily do a look with this and kind of have a look. So I'm excited. I'm very sorry if this again was just all over the place, not making any sense. Sorry that I keep changing the rules and you know, I'm just trying to make it work for myself and try to make it exciting and also get use out of my collection without wearing myself out because I'm working on too much or I'm not seeing results. So hope you did not mind. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will hopefully see you again in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!